Dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatarvarishchaya Ramakrishnaye Namah. Janani Charadamini Ramakrishna Nivasmaru Padapadme Trilochitra Pranamami Muhuniham. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Sulayi Satchit Sukaswarupaya Samine Tamahaya. Namaste everybody. Now today I just want to discuss with you. It is like Anudhyana, means meditating on Thakur's, Shri Thakur's message and our Vedanta Upanishad. See, avatar, there's the meaning of avatar. One day, our Rev.Pravrajika Mataji, second president of Sarada, she was discussing with us. When she was small, she had a great fortune of having company of Mahendranath Datta, that is Swamiji's younger brother. She had taken class notes also. One day I was telling her about something, I think most probably Saraswati excavation or something. Then she said, oh wait, you want me to tell you or make you understand through science, no? So I will tell you how we can explain the coming of avatar with the help of science. No? Then she opened her diary, the class notes which she took from Mahendranath. She explained, see, in your physics what they say, if there is too much heat, summer heat, then the atmosphere will be rarefied, a vacuum will be created, and the clouds will come running to fill the vacuum, and then you will get rains. This is what you know, is it not? The same thing, even the same physical law holds good for avatar also, she said. Very surprising, no? She said like this. So when the people become too much distressed, there will be hahakar, means the people will be trying to grab this one, take shelter in Thakur. So much distress they are going through, the whole of the country. Then a vacuum will be created. Then the compassionate clouds of Supreme Soul, now what we say Paramatma, they come running and to fill in that vacuum, and the rain in the form of rain, the avatar will descend. So beautiful, right? So the avatar has to descend when there is so much of hahakar, means so much of distress, when the people cry for help as whole community. So she described like this. I always see, nowadays we are all having this scientific attitude. So if anybody explains in terms of science, we understand better, is it not? So that day I was really elated. Today, just when I was starting about avatar, I remembered that, so I just told you this. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam. That means my janma, karma, and all these are divine. No? There are three aspects for God's this avatar. That is his leela, his life. What we, if we meditate on his life also. And then his work, karma, what he has done. Krishna says, I don't have any work whatsoever, but for the sake of humanity, I do this because the people follow me. Then next is message. Their message is always very powerful. We give speeches, we read books, but we know also maybe what is there in Bhagavad Gita, what is there in Vedanta. But they are not so powerful. They are like reading books. But same thing if it comes to avatar, then it will become charged. Charged because of their life which is behind it. So now I just want to quote some of this Thakur's messages. Not only Thakur, I always think this one, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda and Holy Mother, they are one. They may be holy trio, but they are actually one. In many of the temples you have seen, there are two murtis. One we call Mool Murti, which usually they don't take out. But then there is another called Utsav Murti, which we take out for any Utsav days, taking around the city and doing Nagar Kirtan and all these purposes, that Utsav Murti is taken out. So similarly, Thakur and Swamiji, Thakur is Mool Murti. He never went outside Bengal also, not even outside Calcutta. But whereas, except for a few days in pilgrimage, whereas Swamiji went out everywhere, taking his message. So Swamiji is our Utsav Murti. Not only that, when this, we say like this, what happens when the avatar comes, no? Swamiji has described very beautifully in an article, essay, which he has given for Leela Prasanga. The English name is Leela Prasanga. What is this Marathi name or English name? Leela Prasanga only. There is an article Sharadanand Maharaj has inserted. That article is from Swamiji. Swamiji beautifully has described, though the language is little bit difficult, I enjoy every word of it. It is so very nice. See, he has written about Sri Ramakrishna as Punas Samskrita Roop, means new edition. We have many books now, we do reprints. Sometimes when we do some rectification and print, we will say new edition of the same book. So Thakur, he writes Punas Samskrita Roop, new edition of the avatars. So that is why he is befitting to this age. That is why he has written Avatar Varishtaya. But that doesn't mean that he is supreme avatar above Ram or Krishna, but Avatar Varshi, here he means this. It is a new edition which is fitting to our present age. See, in other ages what happened? Whether you take the case of Krishna or Rama or what, Rama had to fight with the demons and they were outside. Okay? But now the demons are inside us. How many will kill? Our demons are all inside us. So this new avatar had to struggle to kill these demons. The name of the demon also that Swamiji has given. Samshaya Rakshasa Nasha Mahastra. That means for this present age, the Rakshas, the name of the demon is Samshaya, doubt. We are always doubtful. We think we are very scientific, we are very reasoning. So there is always doubt. We doubt everybody. We doubt our own parents also. We doubt what is there written in the book also. Everything we doubt. And we think we are highly intellectual. So we can doubt. But then, in the spiritual life, we have to start for spiritual life. We are not telling you believe, but then you should have conviction when we start for our spiritual life. So now what to do? We have got so many doubts. Say, to eliminate doubts, what Thakur said, suppose you see, if I say, Sri Ramakrishna is our new avatar. Then you say, oh, everybody is an avatar. How can we take for granted that Sri Ramakrishna is avatar? See, his own father, Khudiram, he was staying in Deregram, another village. When the landlord said, you have to give me some sakshi, it's a lie, you have to support me in the case. He said, no, I cannot tell any lie. Then he said, if you don't tell on my behalf, I am going to throw you out of this village. I will take away all your land and house and everything, property. Then also Khudiram refused. So Khudiram had to leave his village, leaving behind everything, and without knowing what is there in the next future. Next day what I will get, I don't know. In this condition he left. Not only if he was a single person it would have been nice, but he had a family. The whole family walked out of the village for the sake of truth. For the sake of truth, he renounced everything. He left behind everything. A person who has renounced everything for the sake of truth, we have to believe him, is it not? We have to believe him. If he says something, then it is extremely truth only. He cannot say a lie. So here, if he says, in Bodh Gaya, Gaya, he had a darshan of Vishnu, and Bhagavan Vishnu has assured him that he is going to take birth in his family, though he first refused. What he said? He said, Bhagavan, I cannot look after you, I am so poor. Then he said, no, I have made my mind to come to your house only. So if Khudiram says this to us, we have to believe. There is no other way, is it not? What do you think? A person who has left everything for the sake of truth, we have to believe. So this is first Samshaya. Samshaya Rakshasa Nashama Astramna. Swami Thakur has decided to cut our Samshayas. We have to have a conviction, we have to have a hope, we have to put our surrender to Sri Ramakrishna. So he has cut aside our first doubt. Okay. So like this, Thakur has come to this present age only to kill our Samshaya Rakshas. This more I will discuss afterwards. So we bhaktas, we devotees, we enjoy what? Leela Kathan, that is his life, and then his karma and the message. Shri Krishna has said in the Gita beautifully, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanticha Ramanticha. My devotees, they enjoy telling my stories, my life, my action, and then they even tell each other and they enjoy it. So today I am doing this only. I am also a devotee and you are also devotees. We will enjoy telling each other. I am not telling anything very, very new because all of you know about Thakur's life and Swamiji's life, Mother's life and their message. Only we are doing manthan. Manthan means we will discuss and enjoy. So now, this first number, what Swamiji has pointed out in Hindu Dharma, Sri Ramakrishna, I am telling. This Swamiji has said that these Vedantic truths, they are not written by anybody. He says they are discovered. In Swamiji's language it is written, he says like this, Rishi Shrudaye Avirbhuta Hon. With a respective sense he has said, in the Rishis discover it in their hearts. That is why we say Vedanta as Apaurusheya. Apaurusheya means not written by somebody. It is not written just like other Dharma Grantha, other religions. It is written by somebody, said by somebody. But we don't have any names. It's written by this person or that person. We are having a voluminous things, means bulky Veds and Vedanta. We don't know all the names of the rishis who have written that. Maybe we know some, but it is not written by them. They also have said it is discovered only. Now this truth, people may say, oh, it is something in your head and you have written. To prove this sentence, that is, it is Rishi Hridaya Avirbhutahon, it is discovered, it is not written. To prove this, the present avatar, what he did? He remained illiterate. In our language, illiterate. Means, he did not read the books. If I read the book, then I will say, oh, you read that book and it is written there and you are telling. But you can't tell the same thing to Sri Ramakrishna because he did not read the book. He never read the books. So we can't say that. So when he discovered these truths, it is all discoveries. Not that he read in the book and said. So some of his, even his examples he gives, they are beautiful and very simple. They look, but they represent very deep Vedantic meanings. That is what today I just want to say a few. Say, if I simply read the book, it is not at all powerful. But when the message comes through avatar or the incarnation, it becomes thousand-fold powerful. Say, when Swamiji said, Amritasya Putra, or when he said, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. That one he has taken from Kathopanishad, it is there. What is that? Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastar. In that, the last thing comes as Uttishtata Jagrita Prapya Varanni Bodhata. Now it has become so famous, we keep it with Swamiji's photo, is it not? Now, see how was this impact of this sentence. When he came back to India, after this his victory in Chicago in 1897, when he stood in Rameshwaram or in Madras, when he said, Uttishtata Jagrita Prapya Varanni Bodhata, it was just like, my India arise, he said. It seems it was such a powerful message, the entire India stood up. The whole country, even the historians or these people, they read, such a thing never happened before. Even that Prince Charles or somebody visited a few months back, but he never got a welcome like that. It is as if the India was awakened from the sleep, deep sleep. And Romain-Rolland, one a French poet, he is a Nobel laureate also, he writes like this, I get electric shock when I read his words even today. What electric shock they would have got when it came from the lips of a hero. There he has written. He says, the entire India, the Bharatvarsha, got up in one stroke, leaving its deep sleep. It was as if a gigantic corpus, a dead body was laying with no sign of pran, no sign of life. And with this few words, an electric shock passed through the entire body of our country. So, this momentous thing, Romain-Rolland compares it to the incident that took place in Jesus' life. When these two sisters, Mary and Magdalene, they brought the dead body of their brother, Lazarus, to Jesus' feet. And then they cried and wept and requested Jesus. Then Jesus said, Lazarus, come forth. And it seems that the boy got up. So he compares it to this incident to this whole of the awakening of our country. He said, it was, you cannot imagine, especially youngsters, they cannot imagine what was happening at that time in our country. And this whole of the country, which was looking apparently like a dead body, got up. Not only got up, awakened. Then the country woke up, and then Swamiji's incessant pressings went on. And then it finally started walking. Now you see that our country is taking big strides forward, going ahead. So that is what happens with the words of Avatar. Now you see, when this one of the things I will, one by one I will say, there is we do a chanting, no, in the Vedic chanting, Madhuvata Rutayate Madhuksharanti Sindavaha Madhvina Santoshadihi Madhunakta Mutoshasi. That means this beautiful shloka says that the entire world, nature, everything is almost soaked in Madhu, the Anandam, everywhere. So this is the realization of the Rishis. Now Sri Ramakrishna not only realized it, but at the same time he was capable of giving it to others. Those who came to him, he was like an Ananda Swarup. When he came, anybody came to him, immediately he felt a spring of joy inside. And Sri Ramakrishna, he has told many times, see, I feel just like your Rasgulla is floating in the sugar, this thing, just like this whole of the, just like that, the whole of nature is soaked in the Anandam, Satchidananda. I feel that. And everybody is like, just like a pillow cover, and inside that same Chaitanya, that Satchidananda I am seeing everywhere. This is Sri Ramakrishna. Now I will tell you from Swamiji's life. Because Swamiji is a messenger who took Sri Ramakrishna's message outside. So this is an incident from his events that took place in London. One day he was supposed to give a lecture, and there were about 300 people, they were sitting as the audience. He entered, and just like our girls did Vedic chanting, he started chanting. He just started chanting Madhuvata Rutayate Madhuksharanti Sindhava, this one. Suddenly the whole atmosphere became charged, and everyone felt that there is a great shower of blessings on them. It was so evident that they all got up and then silently moved off their chairs. Remember, it is London, the British people were there, they were supposed to be rulers that time. They moved their chairs back, all of them knelt down. Nobody told them to kneel down. They all felt such a great blessings is falling on them. They simply felt it. Swamiji did not tell any meaning. Even before he said anything, they all felt the meaning themselves. They understood they have received a great blessing that day. So another incident I say, how these people, whether Thakur or Swamiji, they were always Ananda Purush, we say, no? From inside, they always dwell in Ananda. So one example I will tell you, this Miss Muller, the British lady who gave shelter to Swamiji, she had very strange ideas about Indian sadhus, Hindu sadhus. She said, no, they should be very austere, they should not take any food, they should be kept in a very gloomy atmosphere. Then also they should be doing in their own, the austere practices they should be doing, all these type of things. You know where she kept Swamiji? She kept Swamiji in the basement. And you remember the winter of the London, how depressing it is, with the foggy weather, with the coal, this thing. They use coal, no? Now, nowadays they don't use maybe, but that time enormous use of coal was going on, so much of smoke, and in this depressing weather, staying in a basement, remember. And not only that, she was of the habit of giving only boiled radish to Swamiji. How depressing it should be. But then Swamiji says, when I go to sleep, and I can't sleep, because something springs up from inside, so much of ananda, I can't just lay down. I have to dance with the happiness, means so much of joy comes out of me. See, who gave me so much of joy? That's our Antaratma, that is Satchidananda which is inside. So this, plenty of examples are there like this. I am not going on like that because there is an endless thing. So, the same thing in the Holy Mother's life also. Ma says, in Dakshineshwar, in such a small room, 6 by 6 feet, that small hexagonal room, she stayed. What joy she had. She says, inside me, there was always a ghat. Ghat means a vessel filled with ananda, I felt. There was always a flow of joy inside me when I was in Dakshineshwar. So these experiences I have said. And then another thing is their approach for the life. Thakur said openly, see what is written in your Bible? Sin, sin. They will say sinner, sinner. How can a man be a sinner? They are all the Satchidananda, and we are the children of the divine bliss. How can we be sinners? I can't read this book. He said, I can't say, even if he was a Jesus, I don't know whether really Jesus said so much about sin, because Thakur refused to read that page. Why it is saying all the time sin, sin? I don't like it, he said. And here, Swamiji, when he addressed the Western audience, especially in the Chicago Parliament, the children of immortal bliss, Amritasya putra aye dhamani divyani tastu Vedahametam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasam parasta. This was the shloka. When he addressed Amritasya putra, you are the children of immortal bliss, a blissful shocks went through the audience. They were overjoyed because they have never heard anything like that, especially scientists. There are the scientists who are present, Mervyn Snell, and even Kelvin. So many people, famous people were there. They had this electric congress. When this Parliament of Religion was going on, there was another section that was there that is dedicated to science, that is electric congress. Mary Melville Snell, those who are in science field, they know his name very well. He was the presiding person there. They all wanted Swamiji to speak there. Whenever Swamiji got a little bit time off from this Parliament of Religion, they will request him, you please be with us, please tell more about this. Because that is something wonderful. We can't say ourselves sinner, sinner all the time. It's as if our horizons were open. We got some infinite horizon. These prisons were broken open. We felt such a joy in hearing you. So that was the reaction. That is why they used to take him every time. Say, I asked one Pandit, he used to visit our mat and we used to learn from him also. Say, what do you say about this shloka? Amritasya putra ayu dharmani divyani tastu. He said, oh, that one. Indra has told this to Devatas. I said, no, Swamiji has applied it to all the humanity. It can't be. Yeah, people, human beings, they can't be Amritasya Putra. This was the attitude of the orthodox people. That means what? Rishis have said such a broad thing and we were not capable of taking its meaning. That big, huge meaning of these words, we were not able to digest. Already our race became slave race. So all our mental capacity also narrowed down. We were not able to take it in the real sense. The Vedic meanings, Vedantic meaning, they were lost for us. They were lost. That is why Thakur Swamiji came here, just to bring it back, the real meaning. The real meaning they brought out. And then one day Thakur said, somebody was reading from the Vaishnava books, said, Jive Daya? Jive Daya? What? You are the person to give Daya? It is, Shiva says, Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. That means there is divine everywhere. Who are you to show compassion? Who are you? What right do you have? So this Thakur said, that day Swamiji was standing there. He was Narendra. He said, my eyes were open. If I live, I will show the truth of this to the world. That is why Ramakrishna Mission came up. You understand? Shiva Jnane Jiv Seva. Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya Cha. Or Shiva Jnane Jiv Seva. This is our one of the big motto of Ramakrishna Mission as well as Ramakrishna Sarada Mission. We have to serve the people as divine, this one. So we have seen that extensively applied. And then it was so much so that there was a little bit struggle in the initial stages. Even the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna could not digest it. Swamiji's this motto, Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya Cha, they were not able to take it. Even Master Mashai said, what is all this? Thakur said we have to be always immersed in sadhana. Our mind should be there, and why should I worry about schools, colleges or hospitals or serving this person, serving that person? This is all nonsense, he said. He visited Kashi Sevashram and commented. But then, after 2-3 days, Holy Mother visited this ashram, this Kashi Sevashram, and she gave donation and saying, this is the supreme work, this is the real work of Thakur. This is what has been done. They were so happy, the sadhus. They called Master Mashai and said, you understand what Mother has said? Then he said with folded hands, okay, if Mother has said, then I have to understand. So this is an incident with Jive Daya. This one we say in our Vedic chantings, we say, Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. Sad thing is, such a Vedantic truth was not practiced. The Vedantic sadhus, they thought, I need not have to worry about this, the next neighbor sadhu, who is dying maybe. Swamiji in his own eyes, he saw how much they neglected each other. They were in one same, maybe in one same place. One sadhu was dying of cholera, but others were sitting and doing meditation. Swamiji said, what is this? Akhandanand Maharaj and Swamiji, they served, but these people were not even opening their eyes. They said, everyone will undergo their karma phala, so why should we worry? He said, what is this? Vedanta has dried up your hearts. It should have been otherwise. That is why, with that intention, Swamiji has opened his mission. Not only that, when he sent his 2 disciples, Kalyanananda and Nishchanananda, he said, you serve the people with whatever you have. then that is, he said, if you do for yourself, you will go to hell, Jahanname jabi. If you do for others, then you will have mukti, just in your hand. So, he sent them, it is very beautifully written for Kalyanananda. His starting anecdote is like this. Swamiji said, my disciples should be able to do whatever I say. They said yes. Swamiji said, suppose I want some money and I will sell you as a coolie in Assam tea gardens. Will you agree? He told Kalyanananda. Then Kalyanananda, okay. Then also I will agree. Then the person who has written, that sadhu has written very beautifully, he did not sell him to Assam Bagan, but he sold him for the Manav Seva. Kalyanananda's entire life was dedicated for Manav Seva. Nothing else. Both of them, Kalyanananda and Nishchalananda. They did so much when they saw these sadhus who were dying or this thing. They served so much, they were given the title Bhangi Sadhu. Bhangi Sadhu means sweeper sadhus. They cleaned this thing, they even carried their dead bodies and everything, no? So Sadhu Samaj, they looked down on them. They said, oh, these people, they are sweeper sadhus. That was the title. But then there was another big sadhu, I think Dhananjay Giri, na? And he invited all the sadhus. He wanted to show how great are these people, so he called everybody. And then when everyone was seated also, he waited for Kalyanananda and Nishchalananda, and he kept seats just by his side. Then when everybody was opposing, what is this? These sweeper sadhus are sitting there. Then this Dhananjay Giri Maharaj, he said, you see, they are the real sadhus. If at all you ask me who is the real sadhu here, they are the real sadhus. Disciples of Vivekananda, they have sold out everything for Manav Seva. They have given everything for Manav Seva. Seeing human beings as divine is one. Then another thing, Thakur said, Shakti or Brahma Abhed. He gave numerous examples for this. He said, if a snake is lying, you call it Brahma. But when it is dynamic, it is moving, you call it Shakti. There is no difference between them. And he said, see, just like the fire and its capacity to burn, Dahika Shakti, Agni or Dahika Shakti, they are same, you cannot distinguish them. Similarly, Brahma and Shakti, they are same. So this Thakur has interpreted. See, in our Upanishad it comes, an incident comes like this. In Kena Upanishad, all the devatas, they were very proud of themselves. There was a sabha of Indra going on. Agni said, I am so powerful, I can burn anything and everything. Then Vayu said, I can just throw off everything in this world. I can do anything I like. Without me, nothing will live. So this went on for some time. Suddenly they saw a strange looking thing appear. Then Indra said, you go and find out what is that. So one by one they went. First I think Vayu went. Then that strange looking being, he asked, what you can do? Then he said, I can do so much, I am so powerful. Then he held a small grass and said, can you just, with your this energy, can you float it away? Can you, throw it away? Then he tried and tried and tried, he could not. Then he came back. He could not even move that small grass. Then the Agni well. What can you do? I can burn anything in this world. Then to burn this, then he tried and he could not burn. He came back. So it happened to all the devatas. Then Indra said with his folded hands, please tell me who are you. Then the Uma Haimavati, she manifested herself, Devi Shakti, said, I am the Shakti behind all your powers. Without me, nothing can happen. So this Thakur awakened once again. He understood the need of the hour. The Sister Niveta says very beautifully, in this age of confusion, to guide and steady men through this age of confusion, Kali Yuga, the Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda did mighty Udbodhana of mother worship. They started mother worship. Mighty Udbodhana of mother worship means they blow the shank for mother worship. Why it is so very important? For the present age, I think this is supremely important. You look at the whole of the world. Is there any country which does this mother worship? None of them. It is only here alone, that we do mother worship. And Swamiji and Thakur rekindled it. It was so very necessary that she says, this is Kali Yuga. The people's mind is clouded. We can't take proper decisions. We can't move proper direction. Only Mother's hand can guide us. That is why even Holy Mother says, to guide people and to show the Matru Mahima, to show this one, that Thakur has kept me back. Holy Mother has said. She also understood the purpose of her life. And how beautifully it was done. Thakur awakened this universal mother power by doing Shodashi Puja to Sri Sarada Devi. We read in Upanishads that one, what you say? Nama are padnu kamaya pati priyo bhavati. Means Atmanastu kamaya pati priyo bhavati. That means in our Yagdevalka and Gargi Sambal, Maitri Sambal, it is clearly written, clearly said that nobody loves another one for the sake of his wife or husband. That really we love another one for the sake of Atman that is inside, residing there. The real love is there. So Thakur has demonstrated the spiritual love, the real love. But not only that, he has not only demonstrated, he worshipped Holy Mother. Why? Because he had to awaken this Nari Shakti, mother power, once again. At the same time, he has awakened the Kundalini, the Shakti inside all the women. That is why when you see the women are taking great stride now, going ahead, it is all somebody, this in the Dakshineshwar silently Thakur has awakened. Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananda Maharaj, he says in 1930s, remember it was 1925 or 30s, he says, you people don't know the meaning of Holy Mother's coming. The awakening of women power or mother's power, you will see it in the future. Today you may not see it, but tomorrow you will see. And he predicted entire thing. You will see the women coming up in all fields, not only in the spiritual field, but you will see them coming up in politics, in science, in everything. Today we are seeing if it is a Chandrayaan mission also, the women have done maximum. We are seeing that the whole thing is enacted now. That day he was telling how many days back, almost 100 years back, he has predicted that. You will see the women rising in every field. That is because of the Holy Mother's coming and awakening of Mother power. So So without this awakening of mother power, there is no future for the world. That also Thakur has said. And that is what we are seeing. That other people are seeing in their own way. Ekartavya has said, there is a big, this thing is going on because of the masculine power. It has to be harmonized. Only women power or the feminine power can do it. Otherwise there is no future for the world. He has said this also. We will be, soon we will be having nuclear heads facing each other. So that one, if the world has to be saved, that can be the mother power only. That is so. And another meaning of Shodashi Puja is there, that is very wonderful. Because Thakur never read and found out what has happened in other places and this and that. But he did it by his own prompting. See, in Shankaracharya, in Sringeri, when he started this new sampradaya, sannyasi sampradaya, what he did was, he worshipped Tripura Sundari, Shodashi, and he established this Pita, Sarada Pit, and he said that the key of liberation is in the hands of Tripura Sundari. Unless this mother blesses you, the doors of moksha will never be open for sannyasis. So sannyasis or sadhus, they have to worship this mother if they want to get this ultimate freedom. But Thakur never read the books and never found out what Shankaracharya did or this and that. But Thakur did the same thing. That day it was Palahani Kali Puja. He could have invited Mother Kali on Sri Sima. Instead he did Tripura Sundari, Shodashi Puja he did. That is very surprising. And not only that, mother was established in the center of the future Ramakrishna order as Sangha Janani. Because again, the key of the moksha is in her hand. So, one day it so happened, our Rev.Pravrajika Mataji, she complained, I think to Gambhiranand Maharaj was, Maharaj, you people are so happy. She told Rev.Pravrajika Mataji, see, in Ramakrishna Mission, mother, they are having so nicely everything. We are struggling and struggling and struggling. We are so, we are not getting all these things. We are not able to cope up with anything. Then Thakur is doing so much for your mother. She used to tell Bharati Pranaji, Bharati Pranaji is Holy Mother's disciple, also served Holy Mother. She had a lot of this thing on Holy Mother. No? So whenever Shraddha Pranaji used to taunt her, she would say, your mother is not even looking after us. Then Bharati Pranaji said, who is looking after Ramakrishna Mission? Holy Mother only is looking after. Ma Sarada only looking after. You think Thakur is looking after? He is closing his eyes and sitting. He is not looking after. It is mother only who is looking after them also. Like this. So a beautiful conversation used to go on with them. And some are recorded and some are not recorded anyway. Another thing Thakur has explained. See, I am telling few examples so beautifully. He said, no, this Uma Haimavati, the big Upanishad story, Thakur said in a very simple way. He said, if you have seen this aloo potal, this when it's boiling, they are all jumping, as if they are all having life. Means what? Potato, this and that vegetables. When the water is boiling, you will see them jumping up and down. So for a child who looks at that, they will say, oh, these are living. But you remove the fire from behind, everything will go off. So he said in a very simple example, this because of the Shakti only, everybody is jumping above. You remove it, everything becomes cold. So this is Thakur's example. But he said, there is a difference between Shakti Prakash. The manifestation of Shakti is different, he said. It is similar to what Krishna said, Yadyad vibhuti matsattvam srimadurjitameva va tatta devava gachatvam mama tejum cha sambhava. Thus, wherever you see a manifestation of this, my vibhuti, you know that I am there like that. Then another example of our Vedantic Vicharvad. We say Jnanmarga means, we say there is Vichar, Manan, Nididhyasa, these are the parts of Jnanmarga. That means what? We have to do Vichar. I have to discriminate. So this is not proper, this is not the thing, this is not the thing. Like this we go. This is not Brahman. That we say that the way we go is Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya, this is Mithya, like this. Then Thakur said like this. So when you go up the steps, you will say, oh, this is okay, I have to go up, this is not correct, I will go up, I will leave this, I will go up. Then finally you will reach the terrace. Then you will see that everything is made up of the same material. So it is like this, he said. We say start like this, Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. But when you finally reach the goal, you will see Brahma Satya Jagat Satya. You have to take the entire fruit. You cannot just omit this seed, omit that one and take the fruit. You have to take the entire fruit. You will see the Brahma Parivyapta, means pervading the entire universe. And then another thing is, so Thakur has said, a beautiful example, a coconut if you take, when it becomes dried, you will hear the sound, tuck tuck like this. See, that is how the Deho becomes separate from Dehi. Jivatma at one stage, he gets separated from Dehi. Means I may be living still, but I feel that it is separated. He says it is like this. Suppose you see the lantern, this one hurricane. You see this one light inside, but you can't touch it. You can't touch it because there is a glass. Glass is not allowing to touch that one. So we come to a stage where you say, I am almost touching, but we can't touch it. So this one in our Upanishads they say, Pratyek Atmanam Aikshat Amritatvam Icchan. At one stage we come to that place where Deho becomes separate from Dehi, but we will say almost I have reached, but we are not yet reached this one. So this again in Upanishad, a very beautiful example is given. Dvasaparna Sayuja Sakhaya Ekasva Dvasaparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Vriksha Parishasva Jate. That means there were two golden birds sitting on the same tree. The tree is our body. One bird is sitting up beautifully in a meditation, is not caring for anything. Another bird is taking the fruits of samsara. Sometimes it is sweet, sometimes it is bitter. And when it takes bitter fruit, it says, I don't like this. I want to get rid of this. You go a little up and look at that bird and say, oh, so nicely it's sitting in this one. How nice. But after some time again it comes back and starts taking the fruit. Again it gets something bitter or some accident, some incident. Again it will fly a little more up and say, oh, it's so nice to be like that. So like this it goes on and goes on. When it comes nearer and nearer to this, the upper bird, it will feel that a light is playing on him also. So one time comes, he will understand that upper bird and myself are same. And when it comes very close, it just merges with them. There is no more borders. It ends. Thakur has said beautifully, there are so many parts and there is water and sun's reflection is there. We say so many reflections are there. But one after another the parts are broken. Then what remains? Then somebody said sun remains. If everything is broken, sun remains. Thakur said no, you can't say what remains. So that is the final awareness or final this thing that we reach. So with simple examples, Thakur used to make the people understand the high principles of Vedanta. So that is why somebody has written very beautifully, if you are holding Katamrita in your hand, the Gospel. Don't worry, even if you have not studied Veda or Vedanta Upanishads. All the gist of Vedanta and Upanishad is there in that one. You are holding that only. And be happy that you have reached this place where you can get in a very simple word all the meanings of high theories and high philosophies, and with beautiful messages. So today I am not going on like that, and if anybody wants it in Marathi, Niranjan Prana will say it. And this is also Pakami and Kachami, that example Thakur has given for this. I am not going on like that because there are endless actually. You can, every page of Kathamrita, every page of Gospel, you can do yourself. It is an exercise which you can, all of us can do ourselves. No need of any Pandit or somebody to tell you. You can also do it. It is a beautiful exercise also. We can compare ourselves and we can understand better. We can think on any line of this Kathamrita and we'll enjoy ourselves also. Okay? With this I come to end. Om Stapakaya Tadharmasya Sarvadharma Swarupine Avatar Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namah.